YouTube. It is your boy Parker from the Everyday Guide channel, and today we're going to talk about a few ways that you could improve the current items that you carry on your EDC, specifically your multi-tools and your flashlight. So let's get into it. So you can see here I have a SOG Powerpint, Leatherman CX, a Milwaukee Fastback, and the i3T2 EOS from Olight. And these happen to be rechargeable 10440 batteries. What's the significance of all of these? Well, let's talk about it. First off, I'd like to talk about the flashlight. So I've recently upgraded to the newer version of the i3T EOS. This happens to allow you the ability to use rechargeable 10440s. They are 3.7 volt versus a 1.5 volt standard AAA battery. So with a standard AAA battery, this flashlight will put out 200 lumens. However, with the 10440s, it'll put out 300, and that improves both the candlelight mode as well as the turbo. So there's your turbo. You can see it kind of ramps up there. That's kind of cool. And then you have your candlelight mode, which also increases. A lot of people like this because it doesn't steal your night vision. But I have found that by using the rechargeable 3.7 volts, I do enjoy carrying this flashlight a lot more. The other thing I like is that the pocket clip is now attached here versus the clamshell type that just slipped on. So this has been a really good upgrade for me. I hope that you'll find it helpful as well. These are the batteries that I got here. You can see here I got them on Amazon. 4 of them were $9. I'll just show you one here real quick. I mean, it looks like a AAA battery, but let me tear this box apart. Anyway, you can see here that they are 10440, 350 mAh, and 3.7 volt. Hard to do this behind the lens. Not a pro at this, so thanks for your patience. Next thing I want to talk about is the multi-tool. Now you can see I got 3 different ones here. I choose to carry different ones depending on my mood and the type of clothes that I'm wearing. For the most part, I carry the Leatherman CX multi-tool. And some of the ways that I've upgraded this is I have gone on the Shapeways website. I have purchased the Stammer hammer tool from Shapeways. This is a 3D printed hammer that is made in metal. Shapeways is the only one that I know that's currently doing that. You can get 3D polymer printed ones off of Etsy for like 14-15 bucks. This happened to be much more expensive. I think I paid $50 for that. But in the reliability and the durability of this, it's been wonderful. I mean, I have had this for quite a long time and there's very little wear on it. However, I have not really gotten down and dirty with it. But it has proven to be a really good upgrade. The other thing that I've recently done is I have ordered a 3D printed thumb stud for this off of Etsy. $9 gets you 4 of them. I do not have any trouble deploying this with the pre-installed hole. Matter of fact, it works very well for me. But I thought I would try the thumb stud just to share a little love with a small business. But one of the other improvements that I've done with this tool besides the hammer is I have stopped carrying same-sided bits. And what do I mean by that? You know the bits where you have a number 2 Phillips on this side and a number 1 on this side. I don't do that anymore. I just carry a double-sided bit. And this allows 2 things. So it gives me a pry tool and a flathead on this tool, as well as a Phillips. One key that I will give you though, just a little tip, is if you're utilizing this tool and you have a bit in there, you can see here that the Phillips digs in a lot less, or you can reverse your tool and just use it this way. And then you've got the leverage from the carabiner portion. But I do like these pliers. I like how thin they are. I like how precise they are. And I love the size of them. So this is some of the primary reasons why I carry this tool here, is it gives you the ability to use the screwdriver, pry bar. It has a really good blade, 154 cm steel, and the good pliers. But sometimes I don't want to carry a big tool like this. I mean, this is right at 4 inches. It's got some significant weight to it, especially with the all metal stammer hammer on here. So I have upgraded for those lighter carries to the SOG Powerpint. This is a little tiny tool. One of the unique features of this tool is that the pliers are the same. If you compare these two, I mean, identical pliers as far as thickness, the point, identical pliers. So if you really enjoy the pliers, the SOG, however, it does open much wider than the Leatherman does, and the SOG gives you the compound lever action here with the gears. So that's an advantage of this, and it is a smaller tool. It's not as enjoyable for me to use, to be quite frank with you. I don't like that you have to close it in order to use the tools, and the blades on it. Scissors really are not very beneficial. The straight blade I do like, but it is tiny. I mean, there's no one-handed opening on this if you've got big banana hands like I do. So this is going to require a little bit more thought for you. The other thing with this tool is, as you use it, it gets really floppy. It gets really super loose and, you know, moves around. This is a fairly new tool for me. So one thing that I did to address that, I watched a lot of reviews on it, was just to attach a rare earth magnet here. It doesn't get in the way. It doesn't impede the function of the lock. It doesn't do anything to harm the tool, but it does address the issue of it coming apart. And it's a fairly secure connection, and you have to use some good force to pull those magnets apart, but it's not going to come apart in your pocket. So if that's a problem for you, do the little magnet trick. That thing will work well. The other thing that I did with this tool is it doesn't have a good flathead on it. I mean, you've got this, you get this little bitty tiny flathead here. And so the only modification that I really did with this tool, and I'll just show you here real quick, is on the bottle opener. There was a little nub right here, and all I did was just grind that nub down with a belt sander, put a little bit of a convex on it, and it works good as a pry tool. It does have a little bit of sharpness to it, and it does work as a flathead if that's something that you're needing. And then the other thing is, people don't complain about, oh, I have to open the tool, you know, to unlock it. You really don't. All you have to do is just open another tool, which releases the pressure back here, and then you can go ahead and close it without having to use the lock. So those are just some ways to improve the Powerpint, but it just gives you the ability to carry a much smaller tool, so you don't have to carry such a large tool. Let's say if you're going to church or you got some dress pants on or something like that, it gives you the option to carry just a little bit smaller tool. And then days that I'm not wanting to carry pliers, or I don't feel that I'm going to have a need for them, but I do have a need for a blade and possibly a pry tool, I'll carry the Milwaukee Fastback. I buy upgraded blades for these. Makes it really nice. Gives you a little bit of a strap cutter here. Gives you the ability to still have a can opener and a screwdriver. And once again here, utilize the same principles. Double bits, so you've got a pry and a Phillips, but in a much smaller package. So those are just some tips that I have for you today. I hope they've helped you in some way, maybe address some of the issues that you're having, but I know that it has benefited me, and so we appreciate you here at the Everyday Guy channel. We appreciate your time. We know that there's a lot of other channels that you can look at, so thank you for spending some time with us today. Be blessed, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.